If you look closely, you might see an eye shine. That belongs to a caiman. Guyana is known for its abundance of wildlife, but those aren't only found in the forests or savannas. Some can be found right in the national park in the heart of Georgetown. Caimans, for example, live in the trenches and ponds found at and around the park. They usually only come out at night when the park is closed, and for the most part, without people. Since last year, the Guyana Wildlife Conservation and Management Commission has been upping their efforts to track and monitor these animals.
Most wild animals are aware of you long before you see them. So whether it's by scent, whether they can see you, or whether they can hear you, they know that you're there before you know where they are. And in most cases will hide to avoid contact. With caiman, which is the species we're primarily looking for, they have an orangish red to pinkish reflection when the light hits them. So once you're walking and you're looking, the light, in addition to looking where you're going in a sweeping motion with your light, you're also looking ahead of you. And once it is that your light would have hit something that gives an orange reflection, you then mark that location and continue going towards it, occasionally checking to make sure that the target is still there. You don't want to keep the light on it because that may spook it eventually.
Johan Waldron, a research officer at the Wildlife Commission, has been part of efforts to monitor the animals. He says Guyana is home to 3 species of caimans: the black caiman, the spectacled caiman, and the dwarf caiman. And it is believed that at least 2 of those species are found right in the national park.
It looks as though this one is a dwarf caiman. Might be a juvenile, so not quite an adult, but not a baby. And here we see the caiman essentially doing what we would call relaxing, with its head out the water. And if we get closer, it's quite possible that the caiman is going to go back under the water and after some time pop back up, maybe in the same place or some distance away. And the smaller sparkles or twinkles that you might be able to see around the caiman, those are small, very small spiders that are usually found everywhere. This one might be a small spectacled caiman. There is the characteristic ridge between the eyes. Ideally, if I wanted to catch him, I would grab him right about here, right behind the head, where he couldn't turn and bite me. And if I wanted to keep him or her for a prolonged period of time, I would maybe put a bit of insulation tape around the mouth.
Waldron believes that these animals aren't meant to be feared and hopes that more people would leave them in their natural habitats instead of instinctively harming them when spotted. Reporting for the newsroom, Vishani Ragobeer.